concentration and focus? What was going on with you?
Yeah, I made way too many unforced errors. I fought back to get myself back in the match in the third set, and then I think I had the first 3-4 games. On every game, I had a chance to win that game, whether it was a break point or whether it was a game point on my serve, and I would win those games. And when you're down 1-4, then you get yourself back in a position where you could win again, and then start making errors again. It's too inconsistent to win the match against her.
Did you feel like you could rely on your forehand in this match at any point? Did you ever feel comfortable with it?
I didn't feel comfortable with most of my game today.
Maria, your first match you were forced to fight back, and your second match was quite routine. When you're in the throes of a match like this, does your mind walk back to either of those two previous matches you played at this tournament?
No, every match is new, and every opponent is different, and it never goes the same way as the previous match or the match you played 10 matches ago. It's about today and what you have to do now, and obviously, like I said, I came back, I had chances. There's no doubt I had chances, but this today wasn't the day. I guess I didn't take them.
Maria, you came off a pretty big battle in Cincinnati, but coming here, did you ever feel like you really got into a groove in any of your matches, or was it just that you lost something along the way?
Yeah, I lost the match along the way today.
No, but in the course of the 3 matches you played.
In terms of what?
Do you feel like you didn't have the rhythm you had a couple of weeks ago, or?
No, it's just one of those days. Unfortunately, I was at the US Open.
You obviously love the Open. You've worked really hard on your comeback, pointing to this tournament. Can you just describe your disappointment, your feelings inside, Marie?
It's disappointing. It's disappointing to lose in the middle of nowhere. It's disappointing to lose in New York. Losing isn't fun for anyone because we work to win, so we don't work to try to lose. So when we're faced with a position where we can win and we didn't in the end, it's tough, but it's all right.
You lost to Flavia Pennetta in Los Angeles the last time you played. There was any difference between this match and that one? And also, this
it's tough
year
to compare. It's tough to compare a match that was so long ago.
This year you never lost when you were in the first set. And today, did you think you were going to win when you went back from 1-4 before?
I never think I'm going to lose the match, no matter if I'm 1-4, 0-5. I don't have that mentality that I'm going to lose, no matter how bad or how good I'm playing. Can't have that mentality.
Maria, how much is this a setback to your comeback after making the final at Wimbledon, losing the third round here? Is that a big setback for you in terms of the bigger picture?
No, I've had a much better year than last year, and obviously it's disappointing, and it's not where I want to be in this position, but it's the way it is. It's called tennis.
The first 2 games of the third set took 9 and 10 minutes each, and she won both of them. They were such long games and so hard fought. Was that a little dispiriting to lose both of those?
Well, on one hand, you're glad that they weren't easy, and like I said, those are the games in the first 3 or 4 games. I had either break points or game points, and I didn't win those games. When you're in the third set and you have a 75-mile-an-hour second serve and you hit an error, not only are you giving your opponent a lot of confidence, but you're also have an extra unforced error. So it was just one of those days where, like I said, I had chances and they didn't go my way.
Maria, can you talk a little bit about whether or not you felt you played the match on your terms or sort of largely on hers?
No, I thought certainly not. I think she played really smart, and but that's her game. She makes you hit a lot of balls, and even when I had balls in the middle of the court, and I just didn't do much with them. I thought I could have done a lot more. Correct.
So, what are your plans when you leave the National Tennis Center right now? Do you have anything planned for the evening? How are you going to deal with this loss as you go forward now?
I don't have anything planned. I didn't write up an agenda last night.
You always said moving your arm around at one point. Were you in any pain?
No.
Maria, do you feel like, in a way, you beat yourself today?
What do you mean?
Rather than go out and you play a great match, but you're simply outplayed by an opponent today, maybe?
No, I thought my opponent played really well, but I did make a lot of errors. I made a lot of enforced errors that cost me the match.
Are those kind of losses more harder to take than when you go out and play, a great match, but you just happen to run into somebody who plays a little bit better?
No, it just means that I have to improve that I can't make those errors. I have to make them in.
So
Maria,
when you get home, what will you do after you settle in and you figure out what will you do? I lost it. What are you going to do to regroup and bring the A game back? You certainly got a fabulous game.
I'll call you in a few days and let you know.
Will you call me if I give you my number?
Sure.
Maria, how would you describe the challenge that you had serving today and what you need to do to maybe get more consistent with it?
Yeah, sometimes I come out on a day and I don't quite have my rhythm and, run into those errors where, not only do I feel like I have to, get a higher percentage of first serves, but my opponent gains, tremendous amount of confidence on their return. So it was a lose-lose situation.
And mentally, when you do suffer a double fault at crunch time, how do you try and handle that mentally? Do you try and just block it out? Do you try and accept it? What goes through your mind?
Yeah, obviously, think of the things that you need to do in order to make the serve, whether you feel like you're missing a lot of first serves and, you have to hit a lot of second serves, look to hit, more first serves in and things like that, but,
Maria, you talk a lot about playing aggressive. Do you feel like today that you were moving forward enough?
I'd probably have to look at the match to see that, but I'd probably say I was playing too far back, and I think that's kind of where she wants you to be. That's kind of her game, so I'm sure I didn't. I think if I would, my ball would have a lot more on it, which would give her more trouble.
Maria, will you go back and watch this match? Try to learn from it?
Oh, sure.
So, Maria, last year after the Open, you got sick, and the ball in Asia wasn't that good. So, I know it's tough now, but looking forward, how motivated and pumped up are you to, go to Asia, go to championships, and just keep moving on?
Not right now, but maybe a bit later.
You know what I'm saying.
I'm really looking forward to a 14-hour flight right now in a couple of weeks. Yeah, it's, the year is not over. We've still got, I think I still have 3 tournaments to go or so. Yeah, once they come, then it'll be time to play again and raise my level. And until then, I just have to, keep working in order for me to go out in the match and raise it.